Welcome to Ripleys. Every object in this warehouse represents another unbelievable story. Like this. This is a mountain board, a snowboard with wheels. Its biggest advantage? No snow is needed to do something that we call the Ripleys Extreme.
Jason Lee is known for inventing the off-road skateboard known as the mountain board. And he is a 4-time world champion, performing some of the sport's most difficult feats. But none as dangerous as today's. Because, believe it or not only is Jason attempting a potentially crippling 29-foot backflip in hopes of breaking a long-distance record, he's raising the stakes by trying to jump over a pit of ravenous gators. Jason discovered the thrill of extreme sports at an early age.
I'm from Colorado Springs, grew up skiing a lot as a kid, I've always been into sports.
As he grew older, Jason developed a passion for snowboarding. But the winters weren't long enough for him. So in 1993, he and a friend invented the mountain board, allowing them to hit the slopes even in the off-season.
We're avid snowboarders and we wanted to make something to where we can continue carving throughout the year.
After designing the off-road board on paper, Jason began building prototypes until he finally created one that met all his requirements. Today, he's manufacturing state-of-the-art mountain boards that can handle the most extreme conditions.
It's got independent suspension systems on it with plastic parts and aluminum parts. Well, the nice thing is that with the boards you can ride anywhere you want, so the whole planet is really open.
It wasn't long before other extreme athletes caught on to mountain boarding. Competitions were soon popping up all over the world. As a pioneer in the sport, Jason dominated the freestyle event, winning the national championship 4 years in a row, even teaching his 2 young daughters how to shred on a mountain board. But even with all of his past achievements, this thrill seeker wants to try to break a world record under the most dangerous conditions, flipping over a gator-infested pit. Carefully assembled by his crew, this mobile mountain should launch Jason over the gators. But there's no guarantee.
This particular setup is, not only is it tricky because of what we're jumping over, but because we have a short run-in, we have a tree, we have a short rollout.
He'll make his approach from this 49-foot-long slope, attempt a backflip, and then land over 25 feet away from his takeoff ramp. Jason knows that if he loses his concentration, even for a split second, he'll find himself surrounded by 500-pound gators. A situation alligator wrangler Jay Young knows could lead to disaster.
If he jumps and misses and falls in the pit, good chance the alligators are just going to attack, because that's what they do when something hits the water. They attack it and eat it.
Jason decides to make a standard practice jump to get a feel for the ramps before going for the backflip. This brave mountain boarder catches air and hits his landing ramp. But Jason needs to go faster to perform the backflip, or he won't clear the gator gap. Jason fine-tunes his board by pumping up his tires and adding more air. This makes the tires harder, allowing the board to pick up even more speed on the ramp.
Go a little faster now. More air in there.
With paramedics standing by, Jason prepares to roll and go for the record.
I really have to press down on the board as I roll down the ramp just to get as much possible speed.
Pausing to focus on the jump, Jason launches down the ramp. Pulling back hard, he hits the backflip and unbelievably sticks his landing.
29 foot, 3 inches.
In this Ripleys replay, you can see Jason launch himself 16 feet into the air and execute a perfect backflip. Sticking his landing, Jason blows past the old distance record by 6 inches, easily avoiding the pit of vicious gators beneath him.
That was a little scarier than I thought, and I wasn't sure if I was going to go far enough, but definitely did it.
At 29 feet 3 inches, Jason Lee sets a new Ripleys world record for the longest mountain board backflip ever.
All right.
Mountain boarding is gaining popularity and is expected to explode over the next decade.